Jackson. Great guards going head-to-head in this one. Brent, what will you keep your eye on in that matchup?
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Okoro in at the 3 spot. And so it's the Knicks getting on the board first. Garland with the bucket.
That's pretty tough for Garland at his size to be able to score around the contest.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Tom Thibodeau had a few minutes to share, and his priority this time out is trying to make it hard for Donovan Mitchell. He told me Donovan is an elite 3-level scorer. It's going to take more than one player to slow him down. We need all 5 guys communicating and working together defensively. A big challenge, guys.
Thank you, David. You know, Brent, when you talk about home court advantage, the Knicks have one of the best.
Well, New York is so electric, and just I have memories, Kevin, of walking out on that court and it just feeling different. So the Mecca is back, and when it's loud, it is delicious.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Pass to Mobley. Back to Allen. And it's Allen slamming it down.
And this is the threat that Allen gives you on the interior. Gets great position and then just jams it through.
Now here's Hart. Guarded by Garland. And the shot goes down.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now here's Mobley. Allen outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Allen's got 5 now.
That's a key to provide some spacing for this offense if Jared Allen can be confident and knock down shots like that.
And stolen by Mobley. And here's Mitchell from the arc. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. They trail by 3. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Hunter's checked in, and here is Hunter. After Jalen Brunson getting his shot to go from deep. And Mobley throws it down.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. Here's Brunson on the wing. Bridges. Back to Brunson. To the middle. Just 5 to shoot. Towns, no luck.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in. I'll tell you what, they're really fortunate there. Those long bomb passes usually spell disaster, but they get away with one there.
And New York making a change here. Achua's checked in. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
1:46 left to play in the first quarter. One of the best 3-and-D wings in the league. Let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple of seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
3 on the clock. Mitchell finds Allen. The Knicks pull it in. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Bridges passes to Towns. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
So skilled working inside. Towns knows how to operate down low.
Here's the screen. Pass to Mitchell. And there's the drive. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
And footwork really so important. Donovan threads the drive there with such grace.
Here's Brunson. The kick out to Towns. And Mitchell with a clear path to the hoop. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Now here's Brunson. Count that one. Brunson's got 7 points.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock.
And one of Mitchell's great attributes, strength and explosiveness at the rim.
Towns kicks to Achua. Pass to Brunson. Bridges outside. There's a screen by Achua. It could go. And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Cavaliers on top. They lead by 2. And we'll be back in... Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Cleveland.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. In at the forward positions, Okoro and Mobley. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Hunter. And it's Thompson in at the center, locking down the middle.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Right, the pass to Towns. Teardrop shot. New York again turning it over.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
Now, here's Mitchell. He has 6. On the wing, Thompson. Back to Mitchell. A shot by Thompson. No one's around. Hits the target from 18 feet. Thompson's got the lead up to 6 now for the Cavs. Hunter against Wright. There's the drive. Mobley with the block. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. OG Anunoby has become a great complementary offensive weapon. Coach Tom Thibodeau says he's got a really good feel for it. He's very unique in that sense. He knows how to read defenses and how to attack. Kevin, his acquisition has taken this team to another level at both ends of the court. Back to you.
DA, it's been phenomenal. No question about that whatsoever. Thank you so much. Down low, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
What a stuff there. Bridges doing it with authority.
And here's Hunter. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. Thompson outside. Lets it go with the 3. Knicks with the rebound. The numbers will back it up, Brent, but when you watch OG Anunoby, it's easy to see why he is an elite defender.
Yeah, Kevin, he's been slept on by a lot of casual fans around the NBA, but trust me, diving deeper into the numbers, OG's defense is elite. He's got that strength, he's got the wingspan, he's got great instincts, and he is daunting for any would-be scorer that wants to put points on the board.
So both teams changing it up here. Knicks trail by 5. To the paint, here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
And it's Allen with the jam.
Excellent pass from Mitchell. His teammates are so fortunate to have a guy to make them better.
Inside, Beauchamp. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Beauchamp's got his first basket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Hunter kicks to Allen. From 13, that one misses.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
Bridges misses.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And the Knicks making a change here. Hart's checked in, and Cleveland with a change here too. Garland's checked in, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. High post Allen. Robinson on him. Allen a screen on Bridges. Garland. And such a nice move to make the basket work. And the Cavaliers lead by 5.
Now, Garland is so small that if there's a little bit of room, he's going to find a sliver.
Here's Wright into the lane. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And he makes the first. Achua, he's checked in for the Knicks. Jalen Brunson comes in for Mikal Bridges. Mobley, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Jerome comes in for Hunter. Garland finds Mobley. 46 seconds left to play in the first half. And it goes down 2 points. Mobley's got 6.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Not as good. The Cavaliers lead got back down to 4 with the made basket from Brunson.
What a good burst from Brunson just to get by the initial defense.
Mobley sets the pick for Garland. And Mobley throws it down.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Here's Hart. Excellent D there from Allen. And the Cavaliers making a change here.
First team foul. In for the Cavaliers, number 12, DeAndre
Garland surveying the D. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now it's an 8-point Cleveland lead.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. From deep, Brunson, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that concludes the first half. Cavaliers lead by 8. And now, thanks, David, and we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're measuring up the shot.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. One guy who's been getting it done is Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
We've got DeLon Wright. Josh Hart out there with Robinson. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Beauchamp in at the small forward. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with. Here's Beauchamp. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Beauchamp's got 6. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screening. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
And it's Brunson missing. The Cavaliers leading by 9. Garland left side. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Again, Mitchell missing.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Beauchamp misses. For Cleveland, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Okoro passes to Allen. Here's Mitchell. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Mitchell's got the lead up to 11 now for Cleveland.
And guys, we know Mitchell can fill it up in a hurry, which is what makes him so much fun to watch.
There's a screen by Robinson to the inside. And Robinson throws it down.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Garland the pass to Mitchell. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
And bursting through inside, so difficult to contain when Mitchell's on the attack.
Count that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut to just 9 points on the basket from Brunson. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. A different look now for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Allen. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Evan Mobley. And Strus is subbed in for Mitchell. Brent, when you survey Jalen Brunson going from role player now to all-star, what a rise. What's been the key for him?
I just think it's confidence, Kevin. I mean, simple confidence. I don't think there's one point where Jalen Brunson didn't believe that, not that he was the best player on the court, but that he was going to be the best leader. And that has translated into him producing some massive scoring and assist nights for any team that he's played on. This guy is a winner. Tristan Thompson is one of the best offensive rebounders in the NBA. So to do that, you can't be afraid to throw your weight around.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. That one good for 2. Garland's got 8 points.
Pretty silky smooth floater from Garland that time.
Here's Hart. And the layup's good off the glass.
Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. There's Garland. Strus kicks to Garland. 6 on the shot clock. On the wing, Thompson. Shoots over Towns. The shot by Thompson, no good.
He lacks defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
And we just saw Cat at his best, pounding the paint, finishing near the rim.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That is his first foul of the game. A different look now for Cleveland. Jared Allen's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Mobley comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Max Strus. Allen dishes to Garland. Mobley against Hart. And here's Garland for 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. Towns, a screen on Garland. Outside, Towns. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Hunter's checked in. Here's Anunoby. And Anunoby slams it in.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And it's in there. And that's 17 points for Donovan Mitchell.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Brunson with a clean look. Sinks the triple.
And Brunson capable here of having these binges scoring the basketball.
Now Garland. 8 points for him. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Garland's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Ray.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Seven seconds left in the third. Here's Brunson. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Yeah, and he wasn't someone you wanted to foul if you were defending him last season. 85% is what he made from the line.
Donovan Mitchell firing on. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
The passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. They've got Tristan Thompson. Max Strus is out there with Hunter. Then it's Okoro. And it's Jerome in at the one spot.
And mixing it up down low, Brunson, not the tallest guy on the floor, but he can finish around the basket.
Jerome passes to Thompson. Here's Hunter. To the middle. And Thompson throws it down.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Allen's checked in for Thompson. Evan Mobley comes in for DeAndre Hunter. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Max Strus. And it's Garland in for Ty Jerome. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Hunter's checked in for Cleveland.
Good move for Hunter to get to the inside, and he just navigated the defense well.
Towns, the pass to right. To the paint. Here's Anunoby. And Anunoby slams it in.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Hunter with it, Hart covering. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Pass to Mobley. And they go to the intentional foul.
Josh Hart. Third personal foul. Third team foul.
And so it's Cleveland with it. They've led by as many as 11 points. Nobody near Allen. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Cavaliers lead by 7.
That is far beyond his usual range. Wow, Allen catching that stretch big fever.
Towns finds Hart. It's tipped. Anunoby passes to Hart. Evan Mobley with the rebound. And so it's Mobley with it. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Bridges against Mitchell. Back to Okoro. And Okoro throws it down.
And that's no problem as Okoro's able to rise up.
Puts up a deep three. Anunoby, no good.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is get back down to single digits on a much-needed basket there from Bridges. Cavaliers have gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact, and there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
In the corner. Here's Towns. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Jared Allen.
A nice intensity from Towns in the paint. Doesn't back off and takes that shot while being fouled.
2 shots.
And Towns drops them both. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And he commits the intentional foul.
OG Anunoby. First personal foul. 4th team foul.
And here is Hunter. Down low. Mitchell finds Hunter. That one goes. Count it. Hunter's got 4 points in the quarter.
And you want more of this from Mitchell. Good to see him moving the ball like that.
Towns, the pass to Anunoby. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line.
Defensive foul.
It goes on Isaac Okoro. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Cleveland.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
Well, they've also put an emphasis on driving inside in this game. The defense hasn't been able to stop them from finding those gaps.
New York's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
And the native of England, Anunoby, doesn't back down from taking the big shots.
65.
Allen with the screen for Mitchell. Allen outside. He tries for 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Wright with it. Pass to Anunoby. From deep. He's off on that one.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
What a ferocious finish. Once Mitchell gets some speed behind him, look out.
And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And Cleveland can just let the clock run down here. So it's Cleveland winning this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
Two teams. My attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
And now Dallas' starting group. They've got Thompson. Anthony Davis is out there with P.J. Washington. Then there's Najee Marshall, and it's Irving in at the point guard position. Washington, a screen on Brunson. Buries it from three.
It sure was textbook, and Irving is fantastic in the screen roll. A solid decision maker in these sets, and he also can put it in the basket himself if he needs to.
Now here's Brunson. Off target from three-point range. Irving against Anunoby. Washington a screen. Here's Irving. Three-pointer. And Washington with the basket on the assist from Irving.
Corners can be a little suspect for Washington, but he puts a smooth stroke on it this time.
Hits the three-pointer.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Davis up and in on the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Well, Clark, the first 9 years of his career, he played mostly power forward. But over the last 3, Anthony Davis playing a lot of center.
And I think his game has become more focused on staying in the paint, which is where he's dominant. He's added tons of strength over the years. He's using that to his advantage. He's always been one of the special players in the league, in my opinion. And he's still one of the top 15 guys in the league for sure.
Wright's checked in for New York. Shot clock at 5. Irving, no good.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
And the basket by Bridges.
Nice job measuring the defense right there. Bridges sensing separation and torching him off the dribble.
Here's Thompson after the basket by New York on the other end. To the right side, the 3 from Washington. And it's New York with a rebound. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau, and the point of emphasis in the game plan against Anthony Davis was to simply be more physical inside. Coach said we have to force him outside the paint and make him shoot those mid to long range shots. Sounds like they're willing to give up the outside shot to keep Davis from dominating the paint.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Again, the miss by Dallas.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Anunoby for 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Marshall passes to Washington. There's a screen by Marshall. Here's Davis. Washington outside. Back to Davis. Fires in the triple. Davis has got 5.
You know, this is the problem with guarding Davis. I mean, he can shoot it, penetrate, and hurt you in the post. Sometimes impossible to guard.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City, playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor.
Knicks trail by 3. Pulls up on the wing, and the ball out of play. The Mavericks will have it. Never a shortage of star power in the stands at a Knicks game. A boogie with a hoodie here tonight.
It always adds to the atmosphere here in New York. Everybody's looking for the big-time celebrities that are here cheering on their Knicks.
Pass to Washington. It's stolen by Hart. In transition. And here's Wright from the arc. They get it back. Towns up top. And here's Anunoby. Just 5 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. Klay Thompson pulls down the board. Dallas leading by 3. Down low. Here's Davis. Back to Marshall. Pass to Washington. Fires the 3. Sinks the tray. Washington's gotten his second bucket.
Well, he's a stretch forward now with a dangerous outside shot. Washington loves letting that one fly from there.
New York, again, can't hit. If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
Lets the 3 fly. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. And an Obi for 3. Davis with a rebound. Davis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. The 3 from Thompson gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Well, that's exactly the guy you want to set up. I mean, Klay Thompson feels like every shot he takes is going in.
And Anunoby finds Towns. Puts up a deep 3. And he can't get that one. And that's a foul called on DeLon Wright. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Got it up. Buried from outside. I don't know. I think we may get a review here. That was close. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time or not?
While this call may not decide the game, you always prefer to get it right.
Yeah, and the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing up the footage for the officials on the floor. On the new
and that concludes the first quarter of play. Dallas on top, leading by 9. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Dallas.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
On the court for Dallas here in the second. P.J. Washington out there with Davis. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Thompson. And it's Marshall in at the 3, the small forward. Pass to Davis. 6 on the shot clock. Fader on the way. Again, the Mavericks good for 2 more.
Those long arms of AD help him on jumpers. He pretty much can't get to his shot because he's so long and extends on.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
And Mikal Bridges, still one of the better wing defenders in the league, Grant.
Yeah, he's so great at pestering a shooter. Good lateral movement and wingspan makes him hard to get around. He might not be the best in the league, but he is well above average.
And finished off by Davis.
Davis puts it down with authority. And his team is just going wild about it. Man, that was impressive.
Dallas shooting their first foul shot of the game. You know, Clark, 2024 saw Anthony Davis make his return to the All-Star game.
And really, B.A., such a pleasure to see him back on the court, healthy and producing. That's not been an issue. The issue has been him being hurt and not being able to be on the court. But he's a perennial All-Star when he's healthy and playing and doing exactly what he's done throughout his career at both ends, be a dominant center.
Offensive rebound. Davis, the pass to Marshall. Pass to Washington. Washington a screen. Irving for 3. Drills it from deep. Irving's got 6.
You got to run Kyrie off that line. If you let him get comfortable and find his shot from behind the arc, it's a wrap.
And that's a strong closeout defensively. Great effort to deter the shot.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the slam dunk is arguably pro basketball's signature play. And forward Nicholas Batum said growing up, you have so much joy in dunking. You're one of the few people in the world that can. But Father Time marches on, and like most vets, he's come to grips with the reality. He said, my body told me, no more, bro.
Well, leave that to the youngsters now, right? All right, Allie, thanks. Thompson finds Washington. Here's Marshall. Pass to Thompson. Left side, Davis. The 3 is up. And it's New York with a rebound. Three-pointer, Bridges. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Davis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Now here's Washington. And that's a foul called on DeLon Wright. That'll be a second foul of the game. Achua's checked in for New York. Brunson comes in for Wright.
Substitution for your Knicks. Precious Achiuwa.
There's a minute 47 left to play in the first half of basketball. Washington outside. Pass to Marshall. Clock at 6. Back to Washington. And the layup is good off the glass. Washington's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, Clark, we hear coaches often say, trust your teammates. Why is that sometimes a challenge?
Well, you know, when you talk about passing the basketball, there's got to be a level of trust and confidence that where you pass it to is going to produce some fruit, and that it might come back to you if that's the best play. And then defensively, you can't be good defensively without communicating and trusting one another to cover for each other in the defensive scheme that you're playing.
And you have to avoid getting too physical with Brunson because he'll get these calls.
It's his first trip to the line, and the Mavericks going with a whole new group out there, and he can't hit the second. The Mavericks lead by 20. Martin outside. Pass to Gafford. Tucker against Martin. Back to Gafford. Exum with it. Gafford the screen from behind the arc. Achiuwa with the rebound.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Beauchamp. And a miss there on the triple. Dallas has gone 4 of 7 from 3 during the second quarter. And the dunk by Gafford.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Martin outside for 3. Kept alive. Here's the 3. The shot misses. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Brunson. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks continuing to pile it on, up 22 as we head to the break. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc. Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We've seen P.J. Washington really having a great game.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Josh Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then there's Precious Achiuwa. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's McBride in at the 2. That's Tom Thibodeau's 5 as we get going in the second half.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Here's Brunson. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
He'll challenge any defender. Brunson going right after it inside.
New York shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
2 shots.
Both free throws good from Brunson. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Here's Christie. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Back to Martin. The 3. He buries it from 3.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Outside McBride. And the rebound goes to Dallas. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Gafford the screen. Williams from long range. Exum right side. Here's Martin. Pass to Christie. And another shot. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Brunson passes to Hart. New York, no good that time either.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
Gafford with a screen on Hart. 4-3. It's rebounded by McBride.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Hart passes to Anunoby. Knocks down the long J. Anunoby's got 9 points.
Boy, Hart is one of those guys you look at and you can just see the team is first with him. He never hesitates to find the open guy.
Martin outside. Pass to Christie. Just 4 to shoot. Williams from long range. Hart pulls it in. Hart's got 4 rebounds now. Brunson finds Anunoby. Lets it go from deep. There's the 3. Counted from distance. 12 points for him.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Gafford the screen from the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go. Martin's got 6 in the quarter.
That's how you up the ante. Come on.
What you say?
My goodness.
Come on now.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
New York making a switch here. Towns is checked in. The Knicks have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Pass to Hart. Towns a screen on Martin. Hart from long range. It's hauled in by Exum. Dallas leading by 23. Here's Christie. Exum outside. The 3 ball. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. Anunoby for 3. Offensive board. Ooh, poked away. Anunoby on the wing. Over Gafford. And Anunoby gets it to go. On the assist from Hart. Anunoby's got 14. Dallas has gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the third quarter. Martin, the pass to Exum. Fires from the line. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside McBride. Towns outside. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Towns has got his 2nd basket.
I tell you, I mean, the confidence of Towns when he's facing up, really relaxed and comfortable to let it go without hesitation.
Martin with a screen on Brunson. Back to Martin. He takes it in. Uses the glass on the layup. Martin's got 8 points here in the quarter.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less. How about this combo, guys? Hart super athlete, Hart contortionist. Towns continues to impress.
Takes a 3. Martin with the bucket. He's got 11.
Here in the third, he's really started to heat up from the perimeter.
Here's Brunson. Some solid defense from Williams.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
And so it's Dallas continuing to pile it on. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. 0 chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter. We've got Davis, Thompson out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Washington, and it's Marshall in at the small forward position. Towns into the lane, and the shot's good.
And I'm trying to think of how many 7-footers I know with that level floater in their arsenal. It's a short roll call list, folks.
Irving, the pass to Davis. Back to Irving. Davis with a screen on Brunson. Irving for three. Connects from downtown.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Anunoby finds Hart. Back to Anunoby. To the left side wing. Takes the three. That's a miss. His 6th miss in 11 tries. And Irving has got the ball here for the Mavericks. Pass to Marshall. Let's go with a three. Hart pulls it in. Hart's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. McBride with it. Checked by Washington.
Boy, that's a rebounding clinic right there. He boxed out and then went up aggressively and strong for it.
It's rebounded by McBride. New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. There's the triple. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. McBride's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Washington against Hart. Outside Davis. From deep. It's rebounded by New York. Right side McBride. Rebound Anthony Davis. Davis has got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Davis with a screen on Brunson. Here's Irving. Money from the wing. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You know, this is simply what Kyrie Irving does. Get buckets against defenders. He's a bucket maker.
And Brunson gets it to go.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Davis, the pass to Thompson. Davis, a screen to the inside. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
This is why they feed Davis inside. I mean, they know how much of a beast he is down there. He eats good.
And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Well, I think they've been lethal from beyond the arc this game, no doubt about it. Hard to defend such spot-on shooting.
Also, guys, they put in maximum effort on the offensive glass. Great determination to follow shots and not giving up on the possessions.
Mikal Bridges checked in for McBride. Back to Irving. Davis with a screen on Brunson. Irving for three. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
Boy, an excellent passer for a big man. P.J. Washington's floor awareness, impressive.
Basket's good.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
The Mavericks lead by 21. Washington outside. Pass to Thompson. And here's Davis. Fires the three. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one.
When your big man can pop out and knock down the corner three, it certainly opens up the whole offense.
Towns passes to Hart. Towns against Davis. Oh, throw it down!
Nice! And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Mavericks.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Kyrie Irving.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
Towns with the ball, and Davis picks him up defensively. Towns passes to Brunson. Lays it up and banks it in.
Towns sees an open player and rewards him with a nice pass.
47.
And here's Washington. Outside Irving. This one for three. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Here's Brunson. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And you know, the height of Towns gives him an advantage in seeing the floor so well. He's excellent in making these nice passes.
We've got 22 seconds left in the final quarter. Pass to Washington. Thompson against Bridges. They get it again. Outside for Davis. Second chance effort. Irving. Hey, hangs in midair and converts the double clutch layup.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
And so Dallas...
the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. We've got Davis. Irving is out there with Klay Thompson. Then there's Washington. And it's Marshall in at the 3, the small forward. Allen, that's good.
So much reach. Allen using that wingspan to his advantage.
Mitchell against Thompson. Pass to Washington. Back to Thompson. Dallas moving the ball around. And then Washington with the dunk.
And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
There's Garland. A kick out to Mobley. Back to Garland. And the layup is good.
When you give Garland these looks, oh, he's going to find ways to capitalize. But I love his aggressiveness.
On the wing, Irving launches a 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Here's a Okoro. Pass to Mitchell. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Whatever he lacks in size, Mitchell makes up with craftiness. It allows him to be effective inside.
Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
Yeah, they never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Here's Mobley following the score by Dallas. Irving with the steal. Now here's Marshall, covered by Okoro. Here's Irving. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
The skill of Kyrie, incredible around the bucket. I have never seen someone his height so good at the rim.
Garland against Irving. Outside Garland. Mitchell outside. A putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Look, the offensive glass is all about effort and energy. And Allen, look, he's got plenty of both.
Irving for 3. They get it back. Goes back up. And he sinks the layup. Irving's got his second bucket of the game to go.
This man is a 3-level scorer. And this level, by the rim, there is nobody like Kyrie Irving and that touch he has.
Now, here's Garland. Mobley. And Davis sends it back. Now here's Thompson. Washington with the screen on Mitchell. Takes it inside. And then Washington with the dunk.
He just plays some of the most selfless basketball. Great find by Klay.
Garland surveying the D. Mobley outside. Back to Garland. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Chalk up 2 there.
Oh, going inside and fighting for the bucket. That's what you want. You want a person that's going to fight for those inches.
Now, here is Irving. Covered by Okoro. Pass to Davis. Outside Irving. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Puts up a 3. And it's Davis missing. Cavaliers have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Allen outside. Good on the triple. Allen's got 7 points.
Not known as a quick shooter, but Allen shows what he's got there.
And a wide open look for Irving. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drained a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Allen. He's got 7. Pass to Mitchell. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot before second violation.
Coming onto the floor for your Cavaliers, number 12, DeAndre Hunter.
Dallas is gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. And here's Thompson. Right wing. Washington sets the pick for Marshall. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. It's a tie game here in Cleveland. And back in a moment as we'll get underway. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, well, what's your take?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
The wing set for him, Mitchell and a Okoro. Evan Mobley is out there with Thompson. And it's Hunter in at the point guard. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Greg, you love this topic more than anyone when you think about the best ball handlers of all time. Where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. He certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
And here is Irving. Following the three-pointer by Donovan Mitchell. Pass to Washington. Back to Irving. Washington sets the pick for Irving. To the left wing. Inside. And stolen by Mobley. Now, here's Hunter. Thompson, high post. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
Hey, look, I'm not going to lie here. That's a shot that he needs to be making. There are no excuses.
Outside Irving. Beyond the arc. Connects from three-point range. Irving's got the lead up to 2 now for Dallas.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Back to Thompson. Thompson hammers it down.
An impressive athlete. I like seeing Thompson take it inside and drop the hammer.
Pass to Thompson. Tries a 3. Again, the miss by Thompson. Dallas leading by 4. And the points coming for them now, Greg, in bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
On its way from Irving for 2. And it's Dallas with another.
Just another night at the office for Kyrie. What an incredible offensive talent.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Garland is checked in for Mitchell. Richard, we've seen how far basketball has evolved from 10 years ago to 5 years ago to now. What is it looking like when you go ahead 5 or 10 years?
I think in 5 to 10 years, we're going to see more and more centers that are just so skilled. Taller players, more Kevin Durant's. You're going to see more Wembys. You're going to see more Chet Holmgrens because they're not just putting the tall guy underneath the basket. They're giving him the ball and teaching him how to run pick and roll now.
Now, here's Garland.
And that's great defense. What Kyrie lacks in size, he makes up for it with quickness, instinct, and basketball IQ.
Davis sets a screen. Driving inside. Pass to Irving. Back to Davis. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Mobley. And Davis can't get it to go. The Cavaliers trail by 6. There's Garland. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Thompson.
Just tenacious play there by Garland against the defense, making sure that he can still get his shot off.
Allen's checked in for Cleveland. Both free throws good from Garland.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Davis setting the pick for Irving. Trying to get open is Davis. Irving can't get it to go.
just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Garland dishes to Thompson. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Garland's got 3 assists in the game. Outside Irving. And he makes good on the layup. Irving's got 9 points in the quarter.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Evan Mobley's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Coro comes in for Max Strus. And Donovan Mitchell's subbed in for DeAndre Hunter. Dallas also making some changes. Caleb Martin's checked in for Washington, and it's Exum in for Marshall. Here's Thompson following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. And on the way from Irving for 3. They get it again. Martin wide open. He fires. Oh, good with the triple. Cleveland's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Garland finds Mitchell. Back to Garland. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Garland's got 7 points for the quarter.
And Garland can get going from deep, which is why you can't give him very much space.
Irving up top. 16 points for him. And that one, good. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Here's Mitchell. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. We've got Caleb Martin. Exum is out there with Williams. And there's Christie. And it's Gafford in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Garland with it. Pass to Mobley. Allen outside. And the foul on Daniel Gafford. That is his first foul of the game. For 3, Mitchell. Rebounded by Gafford.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Martin with the bucket.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Stolen by Garland. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Out left to the wing. Mobley kicks to Garland. Christie against Allen. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Tries again. Mitchell with it. Now defended by Exum. 5 to shoot. That's good for Mitchell on the assist by Hunter. Mitchell's got 10 points in the game.
Whether he's initiating the offense or playing off the ball, Mitchell is equally effective.
In the corner, it's Gafford. Mobley against Martin. Gafford, no stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's on Jared Allen, and the Cavaliers making a change here. Jerome is checked in. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Dallas. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Max Strus comes in for Jerome. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Cleveland. They trail by 3. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
There is no quit in Donovan Mitchell, and one.
One of the most explosive scorers in the NBA, the great Donovan Mitchell.
Well, I think what makes his offensive game so elite is that he is a very strong and physical guard. He's improved his pick-and-roll game, and he's improved his distance from 3. So the space that he has to work from is so impressive. Think D-Wade with a better jumper.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. To the paint, here's Mitchell. Nice move, and it's good on the layup. Mitchell's got the game tied up here for Cleveland.
Right now, this is what you want to see. Mitchell playing without hesitation and just taking quality shots.
And it's Martin missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Tipped away. Williams with the ball, guarded by Hunter. Williams passes to Washington.
2 minutes.
In the corner, it's Gafford. Fires the 3. That shot, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Kicks it out to Allen. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Allen against Martin. And here's Strus for 3. Drops in the tray. Strus has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Exum. Martin with a screen on Mitchell. Now here's Exum. Tight defense on him. Lock at 6. Martin kicks to Gafford. The shot, no good. Good D by Thompson. Cleveland leading by 3. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Davis is checked in for Daniel Gafford. Aji Marshall comes in for Martin. Thompson, he's checked in for X. And Irving subbed in for Williams. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. A different look now for Cleveland. Evan Mobley's checked in for Allen. Okoro comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Garland in for Max Strus. Now, here's Garland. 11 points in the game. The Mavericks pull it in. Pass to Irving. Davis with a screen on Garland. Outside for Davis. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's Irving. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
He is getting everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down. It's sad.
Irving against Garland. Thompson in the corner. Not really his range, and it's off target. Here's Irving. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Cavaliers. He notched 8 points in the quarter. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
We talk a lot about playing for one another. Right there with the pass, he's demonstrated what it means to do exactly this.
And with these teams, and here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
Darius Garland.
And this is the time now where getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Getting better at recognizing when his teammates are open. Garland, great dime right there.
Outside, Davis. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Here's Irving. And he uses the glass on the lane. Irving's got 4 points this quarter. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Here's Garland. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Irving dishes to Marshall. Back to Irving. Pass to Thompson. Washington sets the pick for Thompson. Jacks up a 3. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside Garland. Going inside. Here's Mitchell. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Now it's a 3-point Cleveland lead.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Here's Irving. Banked in off the glass. Irving's got 26.
Irving has such a high IQ, including knowing exactly when to drive.
Mitchell, a screen on Irving. Here's Garland. Count it, good. And the Cavaliers lead by 3.
Garland doesn't let the pressure get to him. That's why he has the trust of his teammates.
Down low, here's Washington, and then Washington with the dunk.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Garland against Irving. Mobley, a screen on Irving. To the middle. Mobley, the pass to Mitchell. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Mitchell's got 12 points here in the second half. Irving with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. And good that time.
This is where Davis excels. The stakes motivate him to play with reckless abandon. Oh, my gracious.
Garland kicks to Mobley. And the call will be against Najee Marshall. That's foul number 2 for him. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Garland. 1:31 left here in the fourth quarter. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Cleveland?
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And all game long, they work the ball inside. It's really worked well for them offensively.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for Dallas. Davis setting the pick for Thompson. 1:15 left in the fourth quarter of this one. To the inside. Gafford. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Now Hunter. It's to Mitchell. Just 5 on the clock. From 12 feet out. Got it.
Oh, Donovan Mitchell, huge bucket. That man is fearless.
Irving for 3. It counts. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Mitchell outside. Allen a screen on Thompson. Mitchell kicks to Allen. Nails the triple.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're behind by 5. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
Trying to stay alive, they've got to work quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste. They basically have to execute things perfectly from here on out.
Pass to Washington. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mobley. Here's Irving. On the wing, Thompson. There's the triple. No good. So we see the Cavaliers get the win here. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is
Coming right up, the Cavaliers. Welcome to 2K Sports. These two teams. Love to share the ball. Now, Doris, you were a gifted passer, a conference assist leader. What makes a great playmaker?
Well, look at Brian Anderson doing his homework on his partner here. I think, obviously, you have to have some vision. You've got to have a handle to be able to get to the spots you want to on the floor, to deliver the pass at the appropriate angle. But maybe most importantly, you have to have a desire to make your teammates better.
Now, New York starting five. Mikal Bridges is out there with DeLon Wright. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Achua in at the 4 spot.
Well, we know this. Playing above the rim is a big part of Evan Mobley's game.
To the paint. Here's Wright. Left side Achua. Towns outside. Shot clock at 6. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Here's Allen. Drives to the hoop. Mobley passes to Allen. Mitchell against Bridges. Second chance shot. And a nice layup by Mitchell.
There is a level of physicality, and the frame of Donovan Mitchell allows him to finish through contact.
Doris, back in January 2023, Donovan Mitchell became the 5th player to ever score 71 in a game.
Think about this, Brian. Just Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, and David Robinson had done it before Donovan Mitchell. Incredible company he keeps.
And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Pass to Mobley. Towns against Allen. Clock at 6. Mitchell, the pass to Okoro.
Well, there's just defensive chops by OG Anunoby. He says, I've got length, athletic ability, and a willingness to contest.
Achua with the dunk.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Now here's Garland. Allen on the wing. Mobley passes to Allen. 19-footer. Count that bucket.
I'll tell you what, Jared Allen showing you he's got the mid-range game in his arsenal. Pretty jumper.
Pass to Bridges. Now here's Towns. Allen defending. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Mitchell, a screen on right. Outside Mitchell. Fires for 3. Achua with the rebound. The Knicks with the lead. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Anunoby passes to Bridges. Achua for 3. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Almost blocked that shot in time. Just a nanosecond late.
And Cleveland making a change here. Hunter's checked in. Doris, it's hard to believe the Knicks title drought has gone on for over 50 years now.
Oh, that fan base is just dying for an opportunity to win the championship. And here's the thing, B.A. What I love about that fan base, through all the years where the Knicks struggled, on any given night, that building is as electric as any in the league.
Cleveland has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
The Cavaliers have great size up front. They have Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, who said, "We have each other's backs." That's the advantage of having 2 7-footers. If you blow by the first one, there's a second one waiting for you. Brian, they'll make it tough.
No doubt. Waves and waves of length inside. Thanks, Allie.
And you got to defend better than that. I mean, that's a good look for him.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
And Allen gets it to go.
Okay, Mr. Allen, I did not know the 3-point shot was in your bag. Nicely done.
Inside, deflects the pass. In transition, here they come. Out to Mobley. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first. Hunter passes to Allen. The 3 from Mitchell. Nails it from beyond the arc. Mitchell's got 8 points.
Boy, if you let Donovan Mitchell get comfortable shooting the basketball, you're in for a tough night. That's an easy catch and shoot.
Bridges outside. Back to right. Outside Achua. Achua with the dunk.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Here's Hunter. Soft touch off the glass. Hunter's got his second basket of the game.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
And something fans don't always get to see. Some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
Got it off in time. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. Well, offense is the order of the day as the first. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Well, in today's NBA, the 3-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. And it's Okoro in at the 3. That's the group for Cleveland, getting going in the second. Anunoby can't get it to go.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Well, you look at Evan Mobley, Doris, so agile for his size.
This is a young man, Brian, with so much upside. Defensively, he can guard on the perimeter, slides his feet, keeps his balance, contests without fouling, and he's growing every repetition on the offensive end. I can't wait to see his future. Oh, give it to him at the rim, OG Anunoby. That's power, athleticism, beautifully done.
Allen on the wing. Back to Garland. Allen a screen. And Darius Garland, good for 3. Garland's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Brunson. Jalen Brunson playing big right now.
Boy, Jalen Brunson just reads what the defense concedes, and on that one, it's a drive.
Garland against Brunson. Allen outside. Mobley outside. 6 to shoot. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Hunter comes in for Mitchell. The offensive rebound.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hart.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
The Knicks making a switch here. Bridges is checked in. Here's Garland. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Thompson, a screen on Brunson. Garland for 3. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
So aggressive at the arc. Darius Garland never shy about letting it fly.
Stolen by Thompson. Hunter in the post. He's guarded by Bridges. And there's Hunter on the assist by Okoro.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Now here's Okoro. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. Left side Garland. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Thompson. Shoots over Anunoby. Thompson's shot is off.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
And Doris, who can forget the 2016 Cavs, the team that brought Cleveland their first NBA title?
And not just basketball. The city hadn't won a championship, BA, in any sport for over 50 years. And for LeBron, a homegrown talent, to do that with Kyrie, that is a team that will always have a special place in Northeast Ohio lore.
So it's the Cavaliers now, following the bucket by the Knicks. Here's Garland. Pass to Mobley. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. Jalen Brunson picks one up.
Mobley may be thin of frame, folks, but showing you he's willing and able to absorb the contact and make the play anyway.
Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Hunter. And Grant, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Donovan Mitchell wears number 45 because that was Michael Jordan's number when he played baseball. Mitchell's father was a pro player, and Donovan said, "Baseball was my sport. I had my mind made up. I wanted to make the majors, but in high school, a broken wrist on the diamond caused his focus to shift." Brian, I'd say it worked out.
Yeah, I'd say so. Thanks, Allie. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Doris, so much improvement from Garland since coming into the league.
Oh, no doubt, Brian. This guy is now a do-it-all guard. You can play him at both the 1 and the 2 positions. The versatility that he possesses is such an important aspect in the league today.
The shot by Towns, no good.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Thompson's shot is off. Knicks trail by 16. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's Beauchamp missing. And here are the Cavaliers now. They're on an 18-6 run. Okoro outside. On the wing, Thompson. It's hauled in by Jalen Brunson.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can.
Oh, did he? He did! He got it to fall!
He did, B.A. So nice. 37. What a huge shot to beat the buzzer. My goodness.
Well, that's the perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
What a performance for Darius Garland. He has been the story for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And during that quarter, he was everywhere, just wreaking havoc. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. It's been a clinic out there by Darius Garland.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
On the court right now for the Knicks. Achua is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's DeLon Wright. And it's Beauchamp in at the 3.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. To the middle. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. Fast break, Cleveland. Right side, Strus. Back to Allen. No one near him. And another miss by Cleveland.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Indoors, Cleveland looking to balance their roster, trying to make sure the pieces fit.
And that's been the concern, right, VA? Because there's been some positional overlap, particularly in the front court. And this is where roster construction truly matters in the league.
Cleveland leading by 8. Garland, the pass to Allen. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland. Allen's got 10 points.
Yeah, nice quick catch and shoot there from Jared Allen.
And the basket by Bridges.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Allen with a screen on right. Pass to Allen. On the wing, Mitchell. He's guarded by Bridges. Mitchell, the pass to Hunter. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. Here's Allen. That shot off. Hart with the defensive effort. Right, the pass to Bridges. Here's Beauchamp. Out to Bridges. Pass to Wright. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. New York on D. Garland, the pass to Allen. Sinks it from distance. Allen's got 6 points in the quarter.
Once Jared Allen gets rolling, this guy will keep the pressure on. He wants to be great.
And that's a foul called on DeLon Wright. That's foul number 2 for him. Okoro is checked in for the Cavaliers. McBride, he's checked in for New York. Strus with a screen on right. Okoro passes to Strus. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
Knicks trail by 10. Shot's good by Hart. Hart's got his first basket.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavs. Mobley comes in for Hunter. There's a minute 59 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Outside Strus. 5 to shoot. Outside Mitchell. Launches it. Cleveland again missing. New York has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Back to McBride. A minute 31 left in the 3rd quarter. Achua with it. Now Thompson defending. McBride knocked away. Stolen by Mitchell. Out on his own on the break. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
Well, we talk about Donovan Mitchell as an exceptional two-way talent. No better example than right there.
Outside McBride. From outside the arc. Unable to get that one. The Cavaliers lead by 10. Thompson outside. He puts up a 3. Achua with a rebound. Achua's got his 4th rebound in this one. Hart can't hit. Well, Cleveland's shooting a less than average 27% in the 3rd quarter.
You can see Donovan Mitchell's speed and ability to get separation in transition. He is dangerous out there.
If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
And funny thing is, if that doesn't get you benched, I have no idea what would.
2 open that time. They didn't look easy. Thompson's got his first 3 points of the game. Right on the left side. Can they get it? They get it back. Achua with the dunk.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
No reason to do so there. He was going to lead, no doubt.
And so it's Cleveland. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Max Strus is out there with Darius Garland. And it's Okoro in at the small forward position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. The three from Okoro, pure from three-point range.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Mobley passes to Okoro. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
What an incredible athlete this guy is. Okoro rises up and finishes with force.
And so Garland will bring it up for Cleveland. And that's a foul called on DeLon Wright. That's his third foul so far. Garland against Wright. Garland, the pass to Allen. Second shot opportunity. Achua with a steal.
That's just phenomenal defense. The defense feels like it's all over the place and knows exactly how to guard it.
Pass to Anunoby. Launches it from deep. The rebound by Allen. The Cavaliers lead by 17. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Here's a guy who is not shy about sharing the basketball. If you are open, Darius Garland will find you.
New York again can't hit. Cleveland has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. To the wing, right side. 20 feet out. The Knicks with the rebound. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. For 3, Bridges. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got 6 rebounds here tonight. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Allen, the 3 from Okoro. The Knicks pull it in. Bridges outside. The ball's knocked loose. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Hunter's checked in.
The defense must chase Karl Anthony Towns off that three-point line. This guy is such a great jump shooter.
Hunter, a screen on right. Pass to Hunter. Garland looking around. Allen a screen, and it's Garland on the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Cavaliers lead by 18.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Down low. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
And the basket by Towns.
If you're DeLon Wright, you've got to be willing to set your teammates up. What a pass. On time, on target.
Wright against Garland. Allen outside. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Garland. Back to Allen. Clock at 4. Pass to Mobley. No luck on that one. Achua with some nice D's. Knicks trail by 18. Towns for 3. Ooh, give him his 5th make of the game in 10 attempts.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Cavaliers.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And what a huge performance it was for Darius Garland.
What a selfless effort tonight. He's done such a great job finding guys in their appropriate spots.
Garland against Wright. Back to Garland. And he lays it up and in. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for Cleveland.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Garland, the pass to Mobley. Fires from deep. The shot comes out. Anunoby against Hunter. And here's Wright from the arc. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. And so it's the Cavaliers taking care of business in this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big
So New York wins the tip. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Josh Hart out there with Towns. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Brunson in at the point guard position. Now here's Irving. Takes the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
That's a shot that Kyrie's never going to pass up, and exactly the mindset that his team needs.
Towns for three. A rebound by Washington.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Marshall. And he drives in. The kick out to Irving. Just 4 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Davis. It's rebounded by New York.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. And Davis with the basket on the assist by Irving.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
The defense producing easy looks. It just helps you conserve some energy for late in the game.
Now here's Towns. Back to Anunoby. Towns against Davis. Shot clock at 5. Anunoby passes to Towns. Nice move. And he lays it up and in.
So skilled working inside. Towns knows how to operate down low.
Davis sets a screen. Here's Irving. Pass to Davis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one is on Towns.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick and roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
Now, here's Anunoby. Brunson outside. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Knocked away. Bridges with the steal. And Davis pulls it down. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Mavericks. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What you got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, has great hands. P.J. can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And then defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time. Here's Hart, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Davis. You know, Brent, Josh Hart has been a contributor at the many stops in his NBA career.
Sometimes you have to wait to find your home, Kevin. That's been the case for Josh, but he has always contributed to winning. And now he's locked into this role where he is flourishing. This guy has all the tools to go out there and do little things every night that help your team be in a position to win games.
Now, here is Irving. It's good. Irving's got 5 points so far.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Brunson against Irving. Brunson kicks to Anunoby. 5 on the clock. Here's Towns. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Towns has got his second bucket.
He's so solid from really any range, but Towns' jump shot puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
Washington, that's good.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Now here's Brunson. Still yet to score. Down low. Got a piece of it. Pass to Bridges. Now Towns. A 3 ball. Rebound by Marshall. And the Mavericks with possession. They're on a 15-6 run. And Thompson kicks to Washington. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Now here's Thompson. Pass to Marshall. And Davis now top of the key. With 1 on the clock and finished off by Davis.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area.
Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for Dallas. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We come back right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Mavericks.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
We've got Irving. Davis is out there with Washington. And there's Klay Thompson. And it's Marshall in at the 3 side. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Here's Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Hart the pass to Anunoby. And Anunoby slams it in.
And the muscle that Anunoby possesses, fantastic at gutting it out through contact and finishing.
For New York, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Thompson for the triple. Sinks the three-pointer. Thompson's got the lead up to 13 now for Dallas. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
Brunson finds Anunoby. Now, here's Bridges. Anunoby passes to Bridges. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Camp it goes, and the Dallas lead is cut down again to 13 points with the basket from Anunoby. Pass to Thompson. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Back to Irving. And here is Washington. He has 6. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game. And New York making a change here. Both champs checked in. And so here is Dallas. Davis setting the pick for Irving. A three-pointer off the mark. Knicks trail by 13. Brunson the pass to Beauchamp. Out to Brunson. Here's Robinson. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson.
And this is where Robinson will do damage. He's got the height, he's got the length, and when he's inside, he's going to capitalize.
Irving drives in. Yep, it counts. Irving's got 7.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another. Good presence there. Already in his shooting motion, he spotted the open man and made the unselfish play.
GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Brunson. Here's Irving. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
A defender has Irving closely covered, but he's just so determined to get through the contact and to the bucket.
Bridges passes to Beauchamp. There's the 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Pass to Davis to the wing right side. 3, Marshall. It's rebounded by New York. Robinson with it. Trying to find Brunson. Gets it to him. Out to the wing. Here's Beauchamp. And the lead is down inside single digits. Beauchamp's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Washington passes to Davis. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And then for New York, Miles McBride comes in for Mikal Bridges. And it's right in for Jalen Brunson. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Doesn't get much easier than that. Hart was licking his chops when he saw his man wide open.
Williams kicks to Gafford. Martin the pass to Gafford. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Back to right. Got it off in time. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. It's time now to thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at him.
Here's who Tom Thibodeau is starting the second half with. We've got Miles McBride. Achua is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's DeJuan Wright. And it's Beauchamp in at the small forward position. Outside, Martin. Gafford sets the pick for Martin. Pass to Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Now, here's Achua, defended by Christie. Now, McBride. Shot clock at 6. Achua with it, defended by Dinwiddie. And it's Wright missing. Dallas leading by 9. To the paint. And Gafford throws it down.
And how about the awareness of Dinwiddie? Excellent job spotting the open teammate there.
Picked away. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. Dallas shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. Free throw good. Christie. Dallas has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Always going up for the alley-oop here. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
All the officials are all over that.
The Mavericks shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. That free throw, no good. Anunoby, he's checked in for New York. And he sinks the 2nd. Knicks trail by 13. Right side Towns. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Anunoby has the open look. Nailed from three-point land. Anunoby's got 8 points.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Gafford sets the pick for Exum. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. And the Mavericks lead by 13. Outside, Towns. Pass to Wright. Towns looking it over. Wright finds Towns. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That's his third foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Mavericks leading by 13. Dinwiddie outside. And he lays it straight in.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
Now, here's Exum, defended by Towns. Exum passes to Gafford.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Right, the pass to McBride. Drills the three-pointer. 6 points for him.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Knicks trail by 14. To the left side wing. Achua. The kick out to Wright. Anunoby outside. 6 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot. Shoots the three. McBride's shot is off. Dallas leading by 14. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Davis is checked in for Daniel Gafford. P.J. Washington comes in for Christie. Thompson, he's checked in for Caleb Martin. And Irving subbed in for Dante Exum. That shot off. And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the New York Knicks. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, Kevin, we are seeing a new generation taking over the NBA. Commissioner Adam Silver says stars can be created much quicker these days. Sports is a meritocracy and talent gets rewarded. With a social media community in the billions for basketball and a global market for talent, new and different stars end up emerging. Kevin?
Which is always good for the game. Great to see. And David, a great report again from you. Thank you.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Irving surveying the floor. Outside, Davis. On the wing, Dinwiddie. Defended by McBride. 24 seconds left to play in the third. Achua, the pass to McBride. Lets it go from deep. Kept alive. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
15 seconds left in the third. Anunoby kicks to Wright. Back to Anunoby. Clock at 6. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Dallas with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And one forward, Thompson. And the other forward, Washington. Spencer Dinwiddie out there with Irving, and it's Davis at the 5. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. And the Mavericks making a change here. Marshall's checked in, and a new group in for the Knicks. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Josh Hart comes in for Achua. Bridges, he's checked in for Miles McBride. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Wright. And the call will be against Najee Marshall. That's his first foul. And New York making a change here. Beauchamp's checked in. Fires top of the key. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
Back to Thompson. Bridges with some nice defense.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Fires from deep. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Washington with this screen on Bridges. Thompson passes to Washington. Gets in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And the Mavericks lead by 16.
Sensational instincts from Klay Thompson that time. Amazing job of slicing up the defense with the pass.
Brunson kicks to Towns. No good from outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Irving with it. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
And Kyrie looks to be ready for anything that the defense is throwing at him. He's in total control.
Beauchamp passes to Hart. And here is Bridges. Towns down low. He's guarded by Davis.
Plenty of power on that slam. Towns was not messing around.
Dallas leading by 16. Davis sets a screen. Brunson against Irving. Over in the corner, Washington. Pass to Davis. Now Marshall. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores. And he's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Davis setting the pick for Washington. Davis kicks to Irving. Back to Davis. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 6 assists in the game.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Bridges passes to Hart. Bridges a screen on Washington. Here's Beauchamp. Pass to Brunson. The kick out to Towns. And a miss there on the triple. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's foul number 2 for him. Mavericks leading by 17.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Mavericks.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Kyrie Irving.
Oh, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Now, here's Marshall. Outside Irving. Shot clock at 6. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Hart kicks to Bridges. Back to Hart. The 3. And Davis pulls it down. Dallas with the ball. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Washington passes to Irving. Takes a 3. They grab their own miss. Here's Beauchamp. Brunson outside. Looking to get it going.
Carl Anthony Towns. Assist from Jalen Brunson.
So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us.
Exciting for us and the fans, BA, but exhausting for the defenses. I mean, it should be a high-scoring affair, up-tempo, windshield wiper quality. Expect a lot of substitutions to keep things fresh.
A look at Cleveland's opening lineup. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. And it's Okoro in at the 3. Now here's Garland. Allen outside. Back to Garland. Here's Mitchell. Davis for the rebound.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, Jason Kidd had a few moments to share with me. We talked about how his team is prepared to defend against Darius Garland, and Coach said we need to communicate and stay on our toes defensively, whether it's scoring or passing the ball. Garland is a creative player who knows how to manipulate opposing defenses. We should be able to hear his defense talking tonight, guys.
Allie, thank you. And the shot is good by Garland.
Well, if you give Garland even the slightest lane, you can be sure that he's going to take it right to the rim.
Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
Hunter's checked in for Okoro. From downtown, the rebound by Allen. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Outside Mitchell, three-pointer, drains the triple.
Mitchell has everything, including that three-point shot.
Thompson outside. Washington, a screen on Garland. Dinwiddie against Garland. Shot clock at 6. Over to the wing. Here's Washington. Again, the miss by Dallas. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Allen with a screen on Thompson. The kick to Hunter. And finished off by Hunter.
Yeah, showing off the floor awareness right there. I love whenever Mitchell looks to share the wealth.
Washington outside. Driving in. Dinwiddie outside. Back to Washington. Out to Thompson. To end the run. The rebound by Allen. The Cavaliers lead by 5. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
They set a pick. Garland with the ball. And Dinwiddie picks him up defensively. Allen drives. The kick to Hunter. Garland for 3. And the Cavaliers, another 3.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Now here's Thompson. Washington left side. Dinwiddie against Garland. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
You know, guys, I like the way Dinwiddie uses his body and strength. I mean, he doesn't have a problem overcoming physical defense.
Here's Garland. 5 points in the game. Here's Mitchell. Hunter in the post. Marshall's there. Here's the pick. Mitchell, the pass to Hunter. Off the mark there with a 3. Mavericks trail by 6. Pass to Dinwiddie. Davis drawing the double team. Dinwiddie with it. Guarded now by Mitchell. Here's Marshall. Shot from the wing. Mobley grabs the board.
Good contest. Can't let him have open shots from mid-range.
Mitchell, a screen on Washington. Here's Garland. Outside for Mitchell. Back to Garland. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Inside, Garland outplays his size, using speed and agility to get it done.
Davis, the pass to Dinwiddie. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Dallas shooting their first free throw of the game. Now here's Garland. 1 second left. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Cleveland on. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, what do you guys think about Cleveland here in this one?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
P.J. Washington out there with Davis. Then there's Najee Marshall. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Thompson in at the shooting guard. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. And if you're looking for identifiable team mascots, Clark, some say the Mavericks champ, the horse, is near the top of the list.
Yeah, he does get after it. Also, the Mavs man. Dallas is rolling out a couple of iconic figures to keep that crowd on fire.
Now here's Garland. He's got 9. Banked it in off the glass. Garland's got 11 points.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Got it.
Hey, props to Dinwiddie there. I mean, Spencer, the closer he gets to the rim, the more dangerous he is.
Garland, the pass to Thompson. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And so Davis will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They trail by 7. Mobley with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Mobley touched it last. Mitchell's checked in for Garland. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Chalk up 2 there. He's got 5.
I know Davis would prefer to get it inside, but he's making the most of his mid-range chance.
The Mavericks have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Pass to Washington. Back to Davis. Mobley grabs the board. The Cavaliers lead by 5. Mitchell, the pass to Mobley. Back to Mitchell. And it's out of bounds to Cleveland.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And so it's Cleveland with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Clock at 6. Pulls up. Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space. When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Davis, a screen. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Davis with a screen on Mitchell. Here's Marshall. He's scoreless. Here's Dinwiddie. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got 4 rebounds in the game. On the wing, Mitchell. Back to Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
This is something Mitchell is only getting better at. Finding ways to get his guys good shots.
Davis a screen. Here's Dinwiddie. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot. Dinwiddie's got 8.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Mitchell. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Washington passes to Marshall. Now here's Thompson. Pass to Washington. Back to Thompson. Here's Dinwiddie. The 3 from Washington. Knocks it down from distance. Washington's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Mobley driving inside. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Washington outside. 59 seconds left in the second period. Out to Thompson. Beyond the arc. Thompson pulls it in.
That's how you stay connected to a shooter. Was right in his jersey.
The 3 from Mitchell. Oh, Mitchell with a triple.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Dinwiddie with it. Now guarded by Mobley. And out of bounds. The Cavs will take it.
Yeah, just couldn't make the connection. But you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
Christie's checked in for the Mavericks. Kyrie Irving comes in for Dinwiddie. Garland scanning the floor. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It goes on Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, great job challenging the defense by Garland. He gets positioning inside, and all they can do is foul.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Gafford, he's checked in for Davis. Martin comes in for Washington. And Exum subbed in for Klay Thompson. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Mobley, he's checked in for Hunter. Now here's Irving. Looking to win the run. Basket counts. Gafford's got his first 2 points.
Kyrie looking to get others involved. Nice awareness there.
Irving against Garland. Here's Okoro. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. And the Cavaliers lead by 11.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. It's been a clinic out there by Darius Garland.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
On the court for the Cavaliers, Darius Garland is out there with Isaac Okoro. Then it's Jared Allen. Then it's Max Strus. And it's Wade in at the power forward position. Irving finds Martin. Allen brings a double team. Out to the right wing. 4 on the clock. Here's Gafford. That one no good. Great D that time from Allen. Outside Garland. On the wing, Wade. He's guarded by Martin. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Gafford with the bucket. Gafford's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Garland, the pass to Allen. Stolen by Gafford. Martin inside. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Garland. Pass to Wade. Allen inside. He's guarded by Martin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. Puts up a deep 3. Christie with a rebound.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Here's Christie. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Gafford. Here's Exum. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. For the Cavaliers, Thompson, he's checked in for Jared Allen. Mobley comes in for Wade. And Mitchell subbed in for Strus. Cleveland leading by 9. And here's Mitchell. 6 points for him. Goes up at the elbow. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Mitchell's got 8 points.
Yeah, Mitchell can get this mid-range look lined up. He's a very skilled shooter.
And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
And he comes up with a bucket. 15 points in the game.
And what a night for Garland. He does this every once in a while. It just explodes.
Pass to Gafford. Back to Martin. Lets it go. Thompson pulls it in.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Now here's Garland. He's got 15. Here's Mitchell. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Going beyond mere stats, Mitchell breathes life into this offense. His energy lifts everyone around him.
The first one falls. A different look for Dallas. Davis, he's checked in for Martin. Washington comes in for Christie. And it's Klay Thompson in for Exum. Strus, he's checked in for Cleveland. Hunter comes in for Garland.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Marshall, he's checked in for Washington. And Spencer Dinwiddie is subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Allen, he's checked in for Cleveland. Now here's Mitchell. This is the most they've led, 13 points. Back to Hunter. To the inside. Oh, get up, Donovan. Wow.
Look at Mitchell's commitment to his shot. Doesn't let the contact slow him down.
And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. Knocks down the triple. Dinwiddie's got 11 points.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Cavaliers?
They've been slippery getting into the lane all game long, putting that help defense to the test.
And the defense has been disruptive, forcing turnovers, challenging shots. The turnovers they've been able to turn into points, too.
Now here's Thompson. No made baskets yet. The three. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Allen's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Hunter driving to the basket.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And both free throws good for Hunter.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Gafford. Now Thompson, checked by Mitchell. Thompson passes to Gafford. Back to Thompson. Launches the three. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. And it's Mitchell, the miss. Thompson fires from way outside. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Cleveland with an... And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays, night in and night out.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Klay Thompson is out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. Then there's P.J. Washington. Then there's Davis. And it's Marshall in at the small forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Now here's Thompson. Jacks up a 3. Yes. And a nice assist from Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists in the game.
Love the response from Thompson there. You knew it was going to be about payback for him.
Hunter against Dinwiddie. Hunter passes to Strus. Here's Allen. He shoots a 3. Dinwiddie with a rebound. They're doing what they can do to mount a comeback.
And B.A., they don't have to get it all back at once. Just focus on making every possession count.
Now here's Mitchell from deep. From beyond the arc and then some. Mitchell's got 11 in the second half.
Now he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Here's Hunter following the score by Dallas. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Pass to Mitchell. Allen with a screen on Thompson. Mitchell, the pass to Hunter. Going inside, 20 feet out, and there's Strus. That one's good. On the assist by Hunter.
Great work collapsing the defense, then kicking it out.
The 3 from Thompson. He drops it from range. Thompson's got 6 here in the quarter.
And that was from the parking lot. You got to be impressed with how accurate Thompson is from way outside.
Strus the pass to Mitchell. Outside Hunter. Mobley up top. He's guarded by Washington. Offensive rebound. Outside for Mitchell. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lane.
Washington's shot is good.
Boy, off the turnover that time, Washington doing a good job scoring because he hustled down the court.
From deep, Mobley. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Davis has got 7 rebounds in the game. The 3 from Thompson. They grab their own miss. There's Marshall. Drops in the 3. Marshall's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Boy, an excellent passer for a big man. P.J. Washington's floor awareness, impressive.
Mitchell, the pass to Strus. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. And the Cavaliers lead by 13. Washington outside. The 3 ball. And Dallas hits again from deep.
Well, he's a stretch 4 now with a dangerous outside shot. Washington loves letting that one fly from there.
Allen, the pass to Strus. Back to Allen. He tries for 3. Outside for Mitchell. Tries again. Book it again. 7 for 12 and going at the defense.
He's always a threat to bury a catch-and-shoot jumper. Mitchell doesn't waste time.
The 3 from Thompson. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Mitchell with the ball. Checked by Washington. Outside for Mitchell. Back to Mobley. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Cavaliers.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Donovan Mitchell.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
Dinwiddie outside, and he drives in. The lead now cut to single digits. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Mitchell against Thompson. Davis for the rebound. And so Davis will bring it up for the Mavericks. 9-point game. The 3 from Thompson. And the Mavericks, another 3.
Great feed from Davis, a big guy with nice vision.
Hunter finds Mitchell. From deep 3-point land. Off on that one. And so the Cavaliers take the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Eldorado.